Hi there, my name's Simon Drew, and welcome to the Practical Stoic Podcast, where I give you practical Stoic advice for modern times. You can support the show by going to patreon.com/Simon Drew. I also do one-on-one mindset coaching, and you can book in your first free consultation by going to risetothegoodlife.com/coaching. On Facebook, you can join my group, the Practical Stoic Mastermind. But for now, enjoy this episode. Hi there, my name's Simon Drew, and welcome to the Practical Stoic Podcast. I think that one of the most beautiful aspects of Stoicism is its teaching that wisdom is one of the ultimate goals of life. There's so much to learn, and there's definitely not enough time to learn it all. But the Stoics taught that if we want to be truly happy and fulfilled, then we should be involved in solid personal education and introspection as often as possible. And not only this, but they taught that even the greatest teachers and philosophers should be seen as guides rather than masters, seeing as with each new year, humanity learns something new about the world, the universe, and people. And that's what I wanted to share with you today, because I recently was reading a post on Massimo Pigliucci's website, How to Be a Stoic, where he mentioned one of my favorite quotes from Seneca, and I'll read it to you now. Seneca said, quote, "Will I not walk in the footsteps of my predecessors? I will indeed use the ancient road, but if I find another route that is more direct and has fewer ups and downs, I will stake out that one. Those who advanced these doctrines before us are not our masters, but our guides. The truth lies open to all. It has yet to be taken over. Much is left also for those yet to come." End quote. This message, in my view, is exactly the kind of message that you would want to hear from a teacher like Seneca, because it's easy to idolize someone and to begin to think that anything that they say must be true. But a serious student knows that no one person has all the answers, and that our teachers are only there to guide us through life. In the end, we have the power to make up our own minds and to find the truths that maybe even our teachers didn't find. And you know, this is really how humanity progresses, by taking the truths of the past and mixing them with the truths of the present in order to create an even better future. And as Seneca said, the truth has yet to be taken over, and there is plenty of truth left for future generations. There is absolutely an abundance of truth available to us all, and these truths come from many philosophies and many teachers. The Stoics are only one source on our journey to a happy life, and in the age of information where most people can learn more in one day than Seneca may have learned in 1 year, there's no excuse to let our minds sit idly by. And on top of this, there's no excuse for us to not be seeking out the best pieces of wisdom from all philosophies and religions and books and podcasts and journals and studies. Stoicism can put us on an incredible path towards a happy and fulfilling life. But we should also be seeking truths that may not be found within Seneca's letters or Marcus's meditations. And on top of this, we should be adding to Stoicism just like the Romans did when it came from Greece. I can guarantee that the ideas that Seneca taught were different in many ways to those taught by Zeno, and that's because Seneca recognized the value of seeking truth regardless of where it came from. And on this note, you'll notice that I've never done an episode on how to treat your slaves, despite the abundance of material I could get from the Stoics. And this is because we have new understandings now, and even though the Stoics treated their slaves better than most, we now know that slavery is just not something that we should be accepting. And so there's no need for us to follow those teachings from the Stoics that said that we should treat our slaves with respect, simply because now we know that we shouldn't have slaves in the first place. And this is a perfect example of how we need to progress the philosophies of the past by mixing them with the current understandings and truths of our day. And so today I wanted to encourage you to be a true seeker of wisdom, wherever you may find it. Remember that even though the teachers of the past knew a lot, they certainly came to their own conclusions despite what they were taught by those who came before them. And that's what you need to do now. Take the noble sayings and truths that have been given to us by Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus and Seneca, and then add to those truths to create a philosophy that's even better, which can be handed down to the next generations to come. I'll leave you with this challenge, and I'll talk to you next time. But until then, I hope that this episode has helped you on your rise to the good life. Ciao. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Practical Stoic Podcast. I hope it's been valuable for you. And if you'd like to support the show, then you can go to patreon.com/Simon Drew. If you'd like to try mindset coaching with me, then you can book your first free consultation by going to risetothegoodlife.com/coaching. To join the community, just go to Facebook and search for the Practical Stoic Mastermind. The links to all of these places are included in the show notes, but for now, this is Simon Drew signing out.